don't have internet. I love
to.
technology because I can still use my cell phone while the boys are coloring some pictures. I'm going to answer a couple of the interview questions. So let's pull these up here real quick. Be yourself. No makeup. Not even dressed for the day yet. This is myself. Alright, so introduce yourself. Tell us your name, age, and where you live. Sandra McCollum. I live in Fort Collins, Colorado, and I'm 35. Born and raised in Fort Collins. Love it here. We love raising our family here. Moved away for a few years, but came back once I found out I was pregnant with my oldest child. And we're super lucky to live in this community. Great weather, lots of things for the family to do, active community, lots of great restaurants. We love it. Let's see. I'm gonna skip the next question. It's about my husband. I'll get there. What makes you different from other moms? We're super busy. I'm super involved in our community, whether it's school or church or just our local Fort Collins community. Hey, can you be quiet for a few seconds?
I'm making a lion.
You're making a lion?
Yeah.
Making lions now. But I'm super involved. I am the co-PTA president. I love my kids' school. I'm also the Relief Society president of our church, which is basically the person over the welfare of the community of our church. And so I get the super awesome job of visiting all the women in our area and making sure that their needs are tended to, whether it's physical or emotional or spiritual. Just being able to be friends with people is like my job, which is like super easy for me. I love serving people. I love taking food to people. I love helping people out, babysitting. I just love being friends to others. I have a hard time being like, I don't know, how do I describe it? I'm maybe a little socially awkward, not in the way that you're thinking, but that I may seem like it's super easy for me to make friends, and it is, but I don't want to spend my time there because I want to be with my kids and my husband. So to do girl night outs or whatever, I love to do, and I love the idea, but then when it comes down to it, I'm like, oh, good, better, best. Which one's the best for me that night? And so I'm kind of fly by the seat of my pants. I like to think that I'm not a planner, but I am, because when my routine gets thrown out of whack, I'm totally stressed out. Like for example, this Monday, my husband had the day off, and it totally freaks me out when he's home because it totally messes up my mojo on a day that he's supposed to be at work. So I also just, I used to work in the IT business. So I was not a stay-at-home mom. After college, and I didn't finish college because I was in sales, IT sales, and I started off as an inside salesperson, just did a really good job, and so I was promoted, moved to outside sales and loved it. I got to travel around the United States, meet lots of people, work with big company like Goldman Sachs, Department of Defense, setting up software and hardware for them, selling that. I'm not at all IT oriented, but as far as like all the widgets go, but I can sell them something. And then by the age of 23, I had found out that I was pregnant, definitely unexpected, with somebody who I dated and lived with for a very long time, and he was not ready to be a dad, and so from there we parted ways after lots of drama. So I was a single mom, so I moved back to Fort Collins, got rid of my apartment in Denver and moved here to be close to my family because they were going to help me through this time. Gave birth to my son Aiden, who is just the light of my life. He is an amazing spirit, amazing young man. At 9 months, we had just come home from a trip to San Francisco. Oh, awesome, honey. And my mom called and said, hey, can you come and to one of our foster sisters' concerts? And I did, and there was my future husband, Jake. He was sitting with my mom, and they were talking, and anyway, long story short, I gave him my business card that night and said, call me for a good time. Not meaning it like that. It took him 3 weeks. He called me, and 9 months later, we were married, and he adopted my son, Aiden, a few months after that. And the rest is history. We were on our honeymoon in Tahiti, and I said, I don't feel like I'm going to have a job when we get home. And he's like, you're not going to lose your job. Got home, and they said,
I need a piece of tape.
it's not working out. You need to relocate or not have a job. And so it was like, okay, I had a couple of, no, we're not going to have tape right now. Had a couple of job offers, but thought I would try staying at home, and here's where we are. It was hard for me to stay home from being in a high-paced, fast-paced, high-tech career to being at home. It was a real struggle. I had never cooked before, blown out my own hair, did anything like that. All of a sudden, I was just thrown into doing it. And so I decided to start up a daycare business because I was completely bored being at home and just wanted something else. And so kids was it. I love kids, always loved kids, and I grew up in a big family, and so that was just a natural suit for me. 10 years later, I'm still doing my daycare business, and my daycare kids are our family. They are a part of our everyday life, and yeah, I can't imagine it any other way. So I guess maybe that's what makes me different, is that I blog because I love sharing my food and ideas and a little bit of my life with other people, and it's how I kind of stay connected and still have that business part of me. And then I get the joy of being able to stay home and run a daycare and take food to people and be a part of my kids' school and be the Relief Society president and just be active, be out there in the community and serving others, blessing life. So I don't know if that makes me different. It really, I don't know. That's an awkward question for me to answer. Yeah. Let's see. What else are you asking here? Okay. What's your relationship status? If you seen someone or married, what's the dynamic of your relationship? That's a loaded question. How does your significant other feel about your blog or life as a blogger? Okay, well, I already answered that about my husband, how he feels about my blog. He's super supportive and makes jokes about it, but just in a loving nature kind of way. Oh my gosh, thinking about my husband makes me tear up because I feel super blessed. I was at a point in my life where I never thought I would meet somebody that I was just going to be a single mom the rest of my life, and it was kind of depressing. I'm thinking about being alone, but then I met Jake, and he is like the most loving, non-judgmental person I've ever met in my life. He is just charismatic and cares about kids and all those people around him. I knew from the moment of our first date that we were going to get married. And that sounds crazy, but I did. And when he actually broke up with me a month into our relationship, I cried, and I'm not a crier. And I said, I know we're going to get married. And he's like, we will never get married. And he was wrong. But anyway, I feel super blessed to have him in my life. He is completely supportive and loves every bit of me. And he builds me up. He never brings me down. He does nothing but support me in my dreams and aspirations. He is the most honest person I've ever met. And yeah, he's definitely like the good moral person. We were just talking about this the other day. I have a habit of saying a couple of words. Not very often, but often enough. And I don't think I've ever heard him ever say a cuss word in my life. But he's just the perfect balance to me. He is really easygoing, which is nice for my personality because he kind of lets me have control over the home. And he'll put in his 2 cents if he really doesn't feel good about something, but for the most part, he totally just kind of lets me do whatever I feel is right for our family. So maybe I'm a control freak, I guess I am. But I'm at that point in my life where I feel insecure about my body because I've had 5 kids and things aren't the same and my body's not the same. And it's really hard on me emotionally, but he loves me. Despite what I think are flaws, he loves those about me, and he supports me. And I just didn't think I would ever find someone who would think that I am so incredibly hot. That's weird for me. He like puts me on this scale that I don't even deserve to be on. I love him with every part of me. And I feel super grateful to have him a part of my life and to have his positive influence and his example and his hard work. He is the most caring, loving, patient, and kind person that I've ever met. And he will do anything and everything for our family. And oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, I'm super lucky. And I just pray that our daughters find someone as good as he is, because he set the bar pretty dang high.
Oh, cute tush. All right, let's see it, babe. Oh, there's some anger in that swing.
This is for 7 years of marriage. All right, so I'm going to answer a few more of the questions that you sent me. One is the blog. What is my blog? What's its content? So my blog is A Dash of Sanity, and it's a food blog. We call it A Dash of Sanity because, well, food and drinks are my dash of sanity. For 2 reasons. One, I love food. My husband and I are foodies. We love to go to restaurants, write reviews, and try new things. But also it's like my time where I get to create something and get to do something that's on my own. Initially I thought we were going to like grow out our blog and have it be where there's other things that bring in sanity, mom tips, and ways to make life simpler, but I've decided just for now anyway to focus on food and creating good meals for my family and sharing our ideas and our recipes and things that work and things that don't. I like to focus on things homemade, but I understand that that's not everybody at every point, and even me sometimes too, so kind of branched out to just like a little bit of everything. That's pretty much what's on there. I love the name. Actually, my friend and my husband came up with it. I wanted something having to do with my nickname, which everyone calls me San, S-A-N. And yeah, my friend wrote something like sanity. Why don't you do something around sanity? And then my husband said, how about a dash of sanity? And so the play on is that you get a little piece of me when you come to my blog and share in our family's recipes, but you also, it's also a play for me that it's my sanity. Yeah, so a dash of sanity. If you haven't yet, you have to check it out. I'm proud of it just because I have never taken pictures before. I've never been taught how to use a camera. Never been, yeah, all this is totally new to me. I've only been doing it since late October of last year. So just a little over a year and a few months. And it's been so fun. I love it. So since I still feel really new, like people, oh, you've been around, and I'm like, actually I haven't. I feel like I have so much to learn, and I'm just inspired by people who are able to make this work, and hope that at one point I can too. Over the next year, please tell us about any big events or major changes going on with you or your family. So we're hoping to move to Berlin. That is our dream. That my husband will get a job with the Department of Defense, and this summer we'll pack up crazily and move to Berlin for 2 years. He's been in the process. He's had one interview with another school over in Berlin, JFK schools, and we're waiting to hear back from the Department of Defense. They don't hire until May, so it'll be a late notice if we're going to be packing up and moving. We'd be open to going to other places as well, but my hope is Berlin. It'd be central. We could travel for the holidays. We could go during the summer and travel for the weekends and just give our kids that like life cultural experience of being somewhere else, being uncomfortable in your surroundings and adapting and persevering and pushing through and learning about other cultures, and that we would just be able to see so much being centralized in Berlin. So I don't have any ties to Germany or anything like that, but I just think it's like a great central location for us to be able to take our family to so many places. Yeah, so that is what we're hoping. If we stay here, our plan is that we'll either move into a bigger house or we'll remodel this one. So either way, this coming summer, sorry, I've got something in my eye, my goodness. But either way, this coming summer, we plan on making some changes. Both of us are up for adventures, and we feel like this is the time in our life where our youngest is old enough to be able to handle traveling without the infant thing. And then our oldest isn't yet in high school. He has 2 years till high school, so it'd just be perfect that if we went while he was in 7th and 8th grade and then came back for his high school career, came back to the States. We would rent out our home, keep it. We own it. It's really cheap. Perfect rental neighborhood. So we just think that would be ideal. And then we'd have something to come back to in case something in the economy goes awry is kind of our plan. So yeah, our hope is to definitely be in Berlin by August. And it'd be so awesome to take my blog to Berlin, to take it abroad, and to learn how to cook and learn new recipes, new cultures, new spices, new seasonings, and still market that to Americans, to my target audience, which is mainly people in America, but showing you that you can have culture even in your own home, even if you have to stay where you are, that you can bring it through cooking to your house. So that's our hope. We're just praying that happens, and if not, then there's a reason and we'll stay here and be happy. But we really like to travel, and both of us have that great sense of adventure, which is hard to have that. You're not as big as risk takers when you have 5 kids, but we feel like this would be freaking awesome. Oh my gosh. Ooh. What do you do for fun? Not laundry. I freaking hate laundry. But I should keep doing that. But for fun, I love to eat. I know you've probably heard that way too much already. I love to work out. I love doing triathlons. I love running. I love taking pictures now. That's totally new since blogging. I never picked up a camera really before, used my phone, used the tiny little snapshots. I love taking pictures. I love hiking. I love traveling. I love visiting new places and meeting new people that have different life experiences. If you could count going to Starbucks as a hobby, maybe it's more of an addiction, but my passion is my family, God, and leaving wherever I go better than when I arrived. So whether that's with a person or whether that's a place, just to leave it a little bit better, the feeling of that place better. My passion is also to raise awareness that we're all different and we should celebrate those differences. That the reason that we're different is to be there for each other and to make other weaknesses stronger. So I think that's why my husband and I complement each other so well, because we have some differences, but his strength may be my weakness, and because of that, we just make ourselves better. For entertainment, I love to go see shows on Broadway. I love to go to movies. I love to go to musicals, operas, you name it. I love getting dressed up and going out on the town. I love having people over. We love to throw parties during the summer. We have movie drive-in nights in our backyard where we blow up a huge movie and put it up on the back of our house on a big white screen and have popcorn and have people over and grill hot dogs and s'mores. We just love having people over. So I would say I'm passionate about that. I didn't really address stress in my life, but I would say that stress comes from overcommitting. I feel bad saying yes to people, and I don't want to let people down or disappoint, so sometimes I'll say yes, and that day ends up becoming freaking crazy because I have too much scheduled and too little time and can't be in multiple places.
So where does the drama and stress in your life come from?
Drama and stress? That doesn't exist in our house.
As evidence of the last 15 minutes.
Let me give you an example.
What is this in reference to? Can you show us?
Okay, so this is a letter from our oldest, Aiden. He just started babysitting in his birthday in May for us, and we came home from a date night the other night, and we just went out for dinner, and then went to something at church, and came home to this letter elegantly laid on the table with some chocolate, some homemade chocolates that he had made, with a key of what kind of homemade chocolates he gave us. And it says, "Dear Mom and Dad, I'm so sorry that the house is a disaster." It actually wasn't that bad. Literally, all the work went down the toilet. However, the kids were a disaster. Not surprisingly, Jersey was the worst. She refused to work and whined frequently. The second worst was JoJo. She did her job as slow as Jet could have done, and Jet could have done it faster. So Jet is our pet turtle. It took her 1.5 hours to clean the living room. Cannon was also bad. It was a wide range from encouraging disasters to coloring on his penis. Crazy. Madden was okay, except he barely picked up and messed around. Well, I'm sorry babysitting went so wrong, so I made chocolates to make up for it. I also promised to clean up the mess tomorrow. It was a crazy night, and I couldn't contact you to help me. I'm sorry, and I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. Bon appetit. Aiden McCollum. P.S. Jersey stripped in front of JoJo and Madden, then framed it on JoJo. She did lie to me multiple times. She also drew a penis on her hand. What have you guys taught the littler two? Penis drawing and penis coloring? Who does that?
I blame it on her.
That is really the drama in my life is kid interactions and not listening, and otherwise we're pretty drama free. My drama's pretty much, well, it was G-rated until this letter. Now I would say it's PG-13.
Well, and knives in the trampoline and knives in the wall and.
Yeah, it's all kid drama.
All right.
Oh my god! Mommy! Mommy!
What?
Stop! Jojo, you're videoing us! You're being quiet! She's gonna put it on Facebook!
Give me all of them.
What? Here.
Describe your personality.
Well, I'd like to say that I'm very easygoing and laid back and relaxed.
That's not true.
That's what I would like to say. Sometimes I am.
You have to be honest.
Sometimes I am. Like, I can do it spur of the moment if I'm in the right mood, but it all's dependent on what kind of mood
You
I'm
can do
in.
what spur of the moment? What are you talking about?
I can be easygoing
Oh,
and laid back spur of the
I
moment.
thought you were talking about something else.
No, but in all honesty, I am more of a, I'm not a type A personality, but I am a control freak of my time and my environment and my home and my children and my husband and my daycare kids and my blog. But I'm not rigid. Like, I'm a little more like things can fall apart and I'm okay with that, and I can have a breakdown and I'm okay with that. But I definitely am a routine person. I would also say that I'm kind and thoughtful and generous with my time and talents. I would also say I'm very loving and compassionate. I'm also passionate about those things that I believe in and stand up for. I'm a fighter, and I don't give up easily. I'm determined.
That's true.
And I will get my way. So as much as I would like to think that I'm laid back and relaxed, having children and being married has made me the polar opposite.
What's your favorite attribute about yourself?
Oh.
Besides your booty.
Physical?
What? I don't even know what you would say.
My feet. My feet.
Oh, your feet? Check out these hands.
Oh, they're creepy. Old lady hands. Look on my blog. There's pictures of them. It's horrible. But I would say my generosity.
Yeah.
Like, that's what makes me the happiest as well. That's my favorite attribute. I'm always thinking of somebody or how I can do something for them or serve them or make them happier.
Have you ever had mental breakdowns because you overextend yourself?
Never. No. Despite what my husband tells you.
That's why
No,
I specifically
actually,
asked that
that's my
question.
That's my biggest downfall, is committing to too much and thinking that I can help everybody at one time. And so I'm much better now. I would say the last year I've definitely managed my time better, and I will say no to things, not very often, but
No, this
yeah.
This is the woman that when at the beginning of this year I said, babe, I only have one thing to ask of you, that you don't take anything else on, and if you want to be president of the PTA, all I need you to do is talk to me about it first so I can at least be in the right frame of mind. And she said, I promise if I do that, I will talk to you. And so she comes home one night and is like, by the way, I'm the president of the PTA. And I said, babe, you were supposed to talk to me. She's like, well, I'm the co-president, so I didn't think I'd have to talk to you about it.
Co-president is not the same thing as president. But I still
argues to the death.
But I would say I've had several breakdowns and thrown cupcakes and thrown dishes and pillows at my husband, and cussed out a few people while driving from being a little overextended.
Yeah. And
Just
you
a little.
And you threatened to claw my eyes out.
When I'm pregnant, I'm a whole other person. We can't even go there. That's what I would say sometimes is our house is like. If I were to describe what our house, the personality of our home, I would describe it like me when I was pregnant. 1 minute completely calm and relaxed and rational, and within a split second crying, screaming, throwing things, cussing. And that when you walk in our front door, you really never know what you're going to get, which kind of makes it exciting, but also can sometimes be a little intense.
Well, she struggled with the question of why should you film her? And I think she doesn't like to talk positively about herself, but if you could put the guide to how to be a good mom, if it was a book and you were to make it into a screenplay, you'd see it in her, that it'd be real life. I mean, like, it's not that she's perfect all the time. It's that you can be normal, but you can be a mom to everybody and have seemingly limitless love for others. And she's hot. But put that on. Yeah, I mean, like, put that on. I think
that is hard for me because when I do read the question, why would you want to follow us? I'm like, why would you? But as talking about it with my husband, as hard as it is to be, like, say that we're inspiring, we really are. Like, what we have in our home is unique because we're real and we're raw and we're going to be honest with how we're feeling, and that's something we teach our children is if you're feeling something, you talk through those. You don't just act out and be crazy or shut down. You talk through those things. And that's kind of, that's our home. We're real. But behind that is we all have this mission to leave this world or leave people better than we found them or better than we found it. So it doesn't matter if we're going to school or going to a scouting event or just going to the grocery store, we will affect those people around us to make it better. And it's so easy in our society to get caught up in our own world and not reach out, but I feel like that's what makes us special is we're constantly reaching out. And I want to inspire other women that you can stay home and you can be with your family and still achieve many great things and still be that super mom, that super woman.
Yeah, what do they say? That you make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give.
Exactly.
And you got a life.
Thanks.
A good one. We have a good life.
Yeah, we do. And that's it. It's like,
Huh.
when we meet people, when we meet newlyweds or we meet somebody who's going to get married, like that is the most important decision that you are ever going to make. And I think that's what changed my life.
She won't say this, but we teach a marriage class together. I don't
We
know how
do.
successful it is for other people.
It's super great.
But it's fun.
Amazing. I just want people to have a little piece of what we have or the whole thing. And I feel like if people were to see our life and see us in the real moments of 12 screaming children and feeding breakfast and dropping water bottles and speeding to school because we're late or dealing with freaking lice for the second time or the third time or, you know, whatever comes about, that you can still handle that in a way to be happy. And if people can see our family and be inspired and encouraged to keep going and truck through the things that are hard and still find happiness and peace by serving and being with others and leaving the world or a place or a person better when they found it. That's why you should follow us, because we can inspire people.
Her blog edifies her, and it's a piece of her that she needs. It's an outlet. It's a creative outlet. It's a wipe your butt, clean the pee off of the seat, whether it's mine or the kids, or
Or
you
the
know,
wall.
it's the wall.
Or the poop off the ceiling. True story.
But that it is that, like, people need to find their own blog, whatever that blog is.
Yeah, they need to find their own mission.
What is it? What's your tagline on your blog say?
Nothing.
Like, come? No, you say something like, "Come for the laughs." For a.
Oh, I don't know. What
I mean, like, that's the tagline on your blog.
Yeah,
makes
it's just
sense.
like come for a laugh, a chuckle, or
A bit of
recipe
insanity.
and a dash of sanity, and really, that's like what we're. Life is insane and it is crazy, and it's finding those things that bring a bit of happiness, a bit of peace, a bit of sanity that you should focus on. And for me, that's food, Starbucks, and my family. My husband hates the word Starbucks.
Go to bed.
Mom, when are you guys going to get back in your car?
Not right now.
At some point, but we love you. Anything else you want to sign off with, babe?
You're a sexy beast.
That's also very true. All right.
Instead of
All right, take two.
All right.
Got it. Over here.
Who are we?
The McCollums! Yeah.
All right. So let's start.
off my feather.
Let's start with the smallest. Who are you?
What's your name?
I am Janet. Hi.
Cannon what? What's your middle name? Cannon.
Walker. A walker.
But what do we call him?
What do we call you?
Bear. Cannon bear. Or buckwheat. Bear.
Cannon.
Buckwheat.
How old are you, Can?
Not
How old are you?
4.
4. And who's your best friend? Emmett.
Jason
and
Emmett.
Emmett.
All right. Go ahead, babe.
Not surprising.
Say hi.
Get your board.
No, Dad. My name is Jersey Cake
Sit down.
McCollum.
How old are you?
I'm 6 years old.
Are you in school?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What grade?
I'm in kinder.
What do we call you? What's your nickname?
Cake?
Jersey Cake. Do you like cake?
Yeah.
All right, you're up.
Madden.
My name is Madden
Madden what?
McCollum.
You have a middle name?
Madden Jet McCollum.
How old are you?
I'm 7 years old and my grade is 2nd.
Good.
My name is Jordan
You got
Jean.
it. Come on.
Oh, thanks. Okay, my name is Jordan Jean. You can call me JoJo Bean for short. I'm 9 years old and I'm in 3rd grade.
I'm Aiden Jacob McCollum. I'm 11 years old, and I'm in 6th grade at Lesher.
And I'm Jake, but people call me Matt. I'm 24.
No, you're
What?
not.
25!
Actually, I turned 35 tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, wait, 25. 35.
And you already did, but do it again.
And I'm Sandra, and I'm the oldest in the family. And
Third.
the most
Bruiser.
wise as well.
Come here.
This is Bruiser, our newest addition, and the baby of the family.
And she is 10 months old.
Not even a year old.
All right,
She
so.
is mothered with love.
Can-
Madden,
Madden,
say no more.
Cannon,
Sit down right here.
what kind of person are you?
Are you happy? He's spoiled. He's the youngest.
All right, you guys tell them what kind of
What's
personality
Cannon?
this
He's
guy-
a
what's Cannon?
brat.
What's Cannon like?
He's a devious.
He's
Devious.
He's
How is he devious?
mean.
He tries to destroy our lives.
He's cranky.
What is he obsessed with?
Legos.
No.
Sadly, armor.
Gun and knives
Knives.
And mousetraps.
and mousetraps.
He just recently stabbed 22 holes in our trampoline with a knife.
Do you like knives, buddy?
Sharp knife.
You okay, Bruiser? You coughing up a hairball? Although you don't cough
Okay.
hairball.
All right, Jersey. What kind of person are you?
Sassy, nice, caring.
What makes you sassy?
You sass us. I sass my family. You okay? You're coughing up. And she tried to tell on Dad. Bruce. And Mom.
How would you guys describe Jersey Cake?
Sassy.
Okay, and then it's time. Aiden first.
Very brave, but also tries to will refuse the answer no. And
How is
anyway,
she brave?
she stands up for what she believes instead of going along. She shares her opinions.
And why? Because one time I was playing basketball and I got bumped in the nose by a basketball. And I still was playing.
Well, and you have no fear about introducing yourself or being by yourself or.
Are you kidding? No.
We were on a Disney cruise, and we were on like the
Cannon.
second deck in the forward, and our cabin was on the 6th floor on one side, and she just decided one time to leave us all and made it all the way back to our cabin by herself, and was talking to the attendants, and you're pretty brave. That's
And you were
true.
5 then.
Yeah.
And you were also sassy.
No,
Yeah, you were.
I think of Jersey. And I was 4. She lies a lot. Smart.
Whoa.
She lies. And I'm smart.
She's smart.
I'm so.
All
She's
right.
smart and she's brave to prove out herself. Like she would walk up to anyone and say, "Hi, I'm JoJo, Jersey. Look at my friend." And then they say,
Madden.
"Sweetie."
What kind of person are you? What's your personality?
Shy.
Shy.
You're
We
Hold
are
on,
funny.
Okay, listen, let
He's
Madden
funny.
sing.
I'm funny, kind, awesome, and nice.
And who do you love the most?
Mom.
Although
I love Dad the most. Okay, I think Dad is, he's a really nice kid and he's always there for me. He's got my back and sometimes he
in those
doesn't.
street fights that you're in.
And one time he saved me from a bully. I was in a cart and a bully came up and started rolling it away and Madden went up and what did he do?
Oh, and you're
Punched him in the
yeah.
nuts. And he just saved me. And Madden was like, BAM!
I would say Madden is really sensitive and shy at first when you meet him, but very outgoing once he's felt comfortable.
Okay.
And uberly competitive.
Yeah.
He's really
And so is
shy.
You hate to lose.
Jersey and Madden.
More people have won. Madden's won more board games in our family than anybody else.
And these two are like water and oil, or what is it? They like repel each other.
Yeah, that's the hardest part.
North
these
and
two,
south of magnets.
They fight all the time, not kidding. They're like, "Ah, ah,
Okay, let's
ah,
not
All right, JoJo, what's your personality? Talk to that.
I am
kind of cranky. No, I'm not.
kind, lovable, gorgeous, and gorgeous, very
Confident.
confident, and
Shy.
a little bit shy to
And
stand
a little
up for
bit
myself.
dramatic, just a tad.
Aiden, let her talk.
Dramatic. And I am queen,
Sensitive.
sensitive,
Tell
and
about the
stretchable.
kid what you noticed about the kid at school.
Which kid?
About somebody's shoes that were small or something. Don't say their name. Just tell them what you noticed.
What?
About their shoes being too small, or
His sister.
Oh, there's this girl at my school, and she and her brothers are poor, and they live in a shelter, and her shoes are way too small.
And you wanted to
And I
help
feel
them.
bad for her, and I want to get her.
what do you guys think? What kind of person is JoJo?
And don't forget, I'm stretchable, and I'm a dancer.
I think
Stretchable.
she's
I'm a
a
basketball
little
player. Splits.
Do him.
How many days a week do you dance?
4.
All right. What
is
do you guys
JoJo
think of
like?
JoJo?
Season. No, I want to go.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Madden first.
Madden.
Madden first. We'll go this way.
I'm second.
Madden.
She's nice and a little bit teeny sassy. I'm not as sassy as Jersey.
Jersey.
She's a drama queen. I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it. Yeah. And her some sassy is sometimes mean. Okay. Aiden. You said everything bad about me. Ow.
I think JoJo is very caring and she cares about a lot of people.
Hey, sit up a little bit.
She's too cute for her age. Like, she once had a crush on 22 different boys.
And one of them's a
on her
real
first day of preschool,
kid.
she kissed a boy. And every Valentine's Day, she gets a box of chocolates from a different boy.
And a teddy bear holding
There's room
a rose.
for a rifle or a shotgun or a spear. There's gonna be something here. I used to have a sword.
When the boys come over.
What do
JoJo
I
is
like?
actually JoJo's the peacemaker in our family, so everybody connects with her. Everyone gets along with her.
No.
She's the one that if somebody gets hurt or needs comforting,
No.
they go to her. Even Jersey does.
She's your BFF. All right,
No.
Aiden, what kind of person are you?
I am very creative. I love robotics, and
Your personality.
I
I'm gonna go first.
I'm very
There you go. So they can see her
smart,
face.
and I like to talk to other people, and I also like to make people laugh and make people happy.
What do you guys think about it? Yeah, go, man.
He's sometimes more than like sometimes like a teeny pinch. Something we can invite. And you be friendly. And we don't fight Nico.
What else, Jers? What do you think?
First thing is about JoJo. JoJo has a crush on Morgan.
Okay.
Okay.
And what about Aiden?
Aiden is sensitive on homework.
Sensitive
Sensitive on
on
homework.
homework.
Yeah, because one time he cried about this.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, that's it.
JoJo, what's Aiden like?
Well, I barely get in fights. Well, I do get fights with him.
But what kind of person is he?
He's cranky. She's the same for everybody. And he does bombs on people. Yes. What? And he farts all the time. To me.
I broke the record for the longest
Okay,
fart.
let.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
was
even
1
true.
minute.
That was so epic. That
Okay,
was epic.
Aiden, no, fart for 1 minute. Yeah,
It's
a
literally
minute. I was
probably
at
one
dance,
minute.
and Aiden was sitting at the table while everyone told me the story. And so, all suddenly, and he starts farting, and everyone told me it was like a minute and 30 seconds. It was so
But
long.
Aiden
Like, eat it.
he's very generous and very tender to the
He's
people
gross
around him,
and farting.
and he's really smart and bright and
Yes.
very
He's
sincere.
good. He's the best big brother we could have asked for.
Best babysitter and the cheapest.
No! Not the
No,
best
not the best.
babysitter.
He's not the best babysitter?
No, he's
Too
not.
bad.
He's not
All
the
right,
best
what's the next
babysitter.
one, Dad? What do you like to do for fun?
All right, what do we like to do outside of school? Cannon, what do you like to do?
Baseball and baseball. And
And
knives.
Legos.
Baseball,
guns.
play Legos.
And soccer? And are you going to be on the soccer team in a month
Yeah.
here?
When you have to go to the baseball games or the basketball games, we never can watch half the game because we have to play.
Soccer.
You want to do
He
soccer.
wants to be a soccer player.
Yeah.
And he starts preschool here in a couple weeks.
Basketball.
Show him your Legos. Go show him your Legos.
It's not his Legos, it's mine. And they actually it's Kevin's. No, it isn't.
What is
Good
it,
job,
Ken?
buddy. All right, Jersey, what do you like to do for fun?
Ooh, show him. Show him. Give me the double. And the bruiser won't get any action, I bet. In the
She has
second.
scored 75% of the
No,
points.
she scored half her team's points.
Half her team.
I like to play basketball.
You like to dance? Show us a
Yes.
dance move.
Yeah.
Okay. Barely, she quit dance.
To do basketball. In dance move. JoJo, put on some music.
Shake your booty. Shake
Here's my
your booty.
iPod.
Betty was
Your ball.
Show
Yeah,
me-
that's one move she
What
loves.
else do we like to do? Let's do
Yeah,
this.
where's my iPod?
Madden.
All right, Madden.
I like to smile and dance.
We'll do a dance party at the end. So we're gonna Jersey sit down and let Madden go.
Who do we call? Ghostbusters!
Okay, Madden gets to talk now because we're gonna do a dance party at the end.
Sorry.
Okay, Madden, what do you like to do outside of school?
I like to dance, and I like to play with my friend Big Isaac.
And what sports do you play?
I used to play basketball.
Can you show me one of your dance moves?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you the one. Dad, we never show and tell.
Madden, Jersey,
Let's
sit
show
down.
Alright.
him the push-up.
What is this one called?
Ow.
There's no rug this time.
This is called the one.
Can you do a stall?
Oh yeah, do your handstands. This is one of them.
Good. Can you do one of those headstand things where you do a
Hold
push-up?
on, we're gonna do it all at the end.
Like do a blanket.
Oh, all right. Well, let's go. Jojo, what do you like to do?
I like to do.
Oh, are you back? Oh, all right. What are you gonna do now, bud? Nice, buddy.
No, we're gonna all do a dance party at the end.
All right, Joe.
Okay, outside of school, I like to dance and give Jersey a couple of dance lessons, but she always goes out saying, "This is too hard." But
and boring.
I never say that. I also like
Jordan,
to
focus on
read.
yourself, honey.
I
Oh,
also
you
like
don't-
to read
you don't have to
before
ask her
night,
that.
before I go to bed.
You love to read.
I love to read and dance and stretch.
All right, let's see something.
And so,
Prove
And
it.
Blueser. We made
you
it do
got our iPad.
Blueser.
Hold on, watch
Which
out,
was
guys.
so nice.
Don't
All
knock.
right, watch out, Bubba.
This is a dog Blueser.
Madden. Madden.
Very nice. All right, you said you were stretchable. Prove that you're stretchable.
Sit down, man.
Can you do any kicks or anything?
I can do the butt squeeze. So you can do the butt squeeze.
The butt squeeze?
I could do see off. Yeah, and the butt squeeze.
Ouch.
All of the
All right,
parts of my
All right,
body.
Mr. A.
We're gonna move on to Aiden. Sit
Where's
down.
my
I like to read long, tedious,
Madden.
awesome
No.
books. I like
Enough.
robotics and building
And
things
baseball.
out. Shh, this is my moment. Building Lego things.
Weird moment.
And I also like to play football and baseball.
Showing it.
And let's see, I love vehicles like helicopters especially. And I
You love
love
to fly
playing
mine.
with Madden. And I love to wrestle.
To the TV.
And I would say as a family.
A lot
what do you like to do as a
in
family?
his
Watch
bed.
TV.
Come here, Matt.
No.
We love playing Settlers of Catan as a family. We have epic long games.
We have dance parties
We
every
have
night.
dance parties. We have fitness challenges. We did have a chili cook-off one time,
You need to be up right here.
It was
and there were 20 votes, and Dad won 18-2.
But his did not count because it did not have beans. That is not a real chili. And
Okay, I am a teacher, so I'm at school all day with 13-year-olds. I like to.
fart.
Yeah, he really likes to fart.
Jersey.
I like to play basketball, pick up basketball. I love doing programs to help needy kids in our community. I'm a wilderness guide during the summer, take kids backpacking,
Madden.
and yeah,
Very passionate.
I love,
Sincere.
I love to make out.
What? He's really good at it.
Okay.
Obviously. evidence on the couch.
Disgusting.
Okay.
Disgusting.
No. Oh, maybe we should kiss
No,
right now.
Miko, no! Close your eyes!
All right, boys.
All right.
Time for the make out with me.
I like this one.
What do we like to do? Like, we love to vacation as a family. We love to go out to eat.
We love
We
to
might
travel.
move.
Oh, hey, the number one thing that we love to do probably is we love to eat. We love to go out to eat.
Yeah. Oh.
We love to watch movies.
Oh yes, TV.
And we love to play sports.
Oh yeah,
Avatar.
Avatar is the best movie ever.
And we love to go on vacation.
And dance party, dance off, go!
All right, Jonah's got the music.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Who's gonna get a win? Go. Go twerk a little bit, eh? This is the slow mo.
Okay, it's Jonah. Ready first.
I've been
That's us in a nutshell.
I